So, hello, my name is Mohamad Azizul from the group 4, together with my friend from University of Copenhagen. So, I would like to share or discuss with him about this one particular software called Zoom. So, Tobin, basically, yeah. I mean, can you introduce yourself first?
I can do so.
Yeah.
My name is Torben Erik Thompson. I'm from the University of Copenhagen, Department of Geosciences and Natural Resource Management, but the section of Geography. And actually, as you can see in the background here, we have an empty Y. It's late.
And it's quite messy.
It's a little bit messy, yes. We have students in the field.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we are pretty much locked out from the rest of the world because it's quite far from communication.
From communication, true.
Yes.
And where are we here actually?
Well, we're actually here with both UNIMAS students and Danish students in a joint field course called SLUS.
Yeah.
And we are sitting in Sibuyang.
Oh, the Subuyao. This one is
where are we?
Batu Lintang. Batu
Yes,
Lintang.
Batu Lintang.
I almost said it clearly just now.
Sepangkoi Undul.
Sebangkoi Unduk.
Yes.
Sebangkoi Unduk
Yes.
village. So we are here in the longhouse, one of the longhouse,
Yes.
where students from UNIMAS as well as the Copenhagen, they work together, and about 11 days, we are doing the research together, and yeah,
We have done so for 20 years.
20 years already.
Yes, only 20 years.
Only 30 years, yes. And yeah, now the problem that we have is you always going out somewhere around the world.
Yes.
And me myself,
Yes.
I go to rural areas, and quite sometimes we are not inside the campus.
Yes.
So how do you find it? Is it quite it's troublesome for your students?
Yeah, and I think sometimes it would be more acceptable for also university the leaders to let us go if we could still be in contact with our students, right?
True.
So I have to cancel some courses maybe or some classes because I'm here now and without reach to actually be with my students.
Yeah.
So how can we solve that?
Yeah, that's the same issues that we also have
Yes.
in UNIMAS. And do you ever heard the software or the apps called Zoom? Never. Because it is a software or apps where you can just install inside your phone. It could be Android phone or your iPhone, and also you can install it inside your Windows based or MacBook, and you can do the video conferencing anywhere in the world with your students. So basically, it's just like a virtual class.
Sure. Could be a solution.
It could be a solution. I have tested it before, and it's quite. Yeah, I'm quite surprised with the quality, and also my students also like it because of course they don't have to go to class.
So they can stay home.
Yeah, they can stay home inside the room, and I just tell them, okay, please open up the apps. This time, this is the passcode. You put it, and we have the discussions, and I can see their faces. And the good thing about this software, because I'm comparing with there are a lot of softwares that we can do for the video conferencing, such as Skype, and of course WhatsApp can do that as well. But the beauty of the software is actually when a person they talks, the software will eventually zoom onto his or her face. So basically, we know who's talking.
Does that mean that now when you're talking, the camera will zoom on you?
Yes, the students will see my face.
Okay. And when I'm talking, they will see me?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
So that we know, and they have this kind of impression of they are in the class, looking at our wrinkled face. Of course, obviously, we are getting old. We are getting old.
Not much.
I'm younger than you. So,
Yeah.
you want to try it?
Let's try.
Yeah, okay, let's go. I will show you on how to register the Zoom apps and also to download it, and later we will show you on how to use the Zoom application. And first of all, please open your browser. You open your browser here and type in zoom.us, click enter, and you will be brought to this website. You go to this plan and pricing here, alright, and go for the basic free personal meeting, and it is free. So click on the sign up, and you can just use your work email, Unimas email, to register for it. Click on sign up, and you will get a verification email, and you have to click on it to verify, and you will good to do the sign in. And later, what you do, you need to click in enter your email address and of course your password, and later you will click on the sign in. After signing in, you will be brought to this your personal profile, and here you will have your name. You can change your face here. The most important thing will be your personal meeting ID. This is where you can share your ID to invite to create a new meeting, to invite people, or to ask people to invite you using the personal meeting ID. Okay, and of course there are other settings here: meetings, webinars, recordings, so on, where all of the recordings can be stored, but it is limited actually. You can't record the whole process for the video conferencing, but it's just good enough. Okay. It's good to have those kind of settings, and you can do a to schedule a meeting, or you can host a meeting here. Okay, so you can host a meeting by having the video on or off, or maybe you can share your desktop screens only. Okay, and if you want to join a meeting, you just click join meeting and choose, and you key in on the personal meeting ID. Okay, so this is basically on how we on how you click on the you set your Zoom profile. Okay, and of course you need to download your Zoom client into your laptop. So click on this download Zoom client, and you will be brought to the to the page where you can actually install the software. And now after you click on the resources, you will and click on the download Zoom client. So this is the Zoom client that you can download, and it will vary if you're using the MacBook. So it will specifically for the MacBook. If you download for the Microsoft Windows, so it will directly bring you to the Microsoft Windows. And of course you can put for the extension for the browsers, and also don't forget you can also install in your mobile phone, right? So, and of course a lot of other settings, okay, controllers and something blah blah blah. So this all for the paid user, but for the free user you can download for the Zoom client for meetings for the laptop as well as the handphone. And now we will open the Zoom application in the laptop. Now already, assuming that I already installed the software and so on. So in order to open it, just click on this Zoom icon, double click on it. Okay, so you must have a good internet connections, and this is your personal ID and and of course you can, let's say you want to start with the meeting. What you do, you can just click start, and it will show you your face, eventually your face on the screen. Okay, so shows all the settings. And what you do, you can just click on invite people. You can choose, let's say I want to click on, I will invite Miss Katie for the meeting. So I just click here, and I can click more and more people. And these are, let's say this is Nizam, and yeah, it's all of our friends in the Unimas. This is Dayangku Salma as well, and Prof Chen. So yeah, basically you can just click on it and you can just invite them for the meeting. And of course you also can um, can manage the participants. Let's say you want to choose on who's talking, who's to mute, and so on. And of course you can uh, lock the meeting so that other people cannot join. You also can record the meeting, but it's quite limited. And of course, other than that, you can put the reactions like this or like this. Even I don't know what does it means, but yeah, it's good. And later, and then you also can other than that, what you can do after you're done with the meeting, you can just end the meeting like this. Click on the end of meeting, and you just click either you want to leave the meeting but let the meeting still on, or you just click for to end the whole meeting. Okay. And of course, you also can join the room. Say like this. You can join a meeting, and they must be you must have the the ID and so on to join the meeting. So now I don't have any meeting, so I cannot join it. And this is the meeting ID. Using the ID, you just join based on the ID, and you are good to go. So that will be the whole Zoom applications. And of course, we do just now we do one of the video conference with my colleague, where we are in Lachau, and she is in the office in the faculty, and we using the only 3G connections, we're able to do the video conferencing, which is quite good. The audio is good, and it's quite fun actually. It's quite enjoying, and I think that this Zoom can be applied, can be used for the classes that for the lecturers that wanted to have their classes through virtual when the lecturers are not in the campus. So after this, we will see the examples of what we have done just now. And thank you very much. Katie Zamhari invite. Okay, ada tak terima invitation je? Ada ha? Okay, so accept the invitation. Dah ha?
Testing software. Dah buat dia nan. Disikin. Testing software. Testing PGD untuk software yang tidur.
Ini ada.
Lepas ni present untuk Azizul Saturday apa?
Ya, tu dia. Katie Zamhari. Hello. Okay, bye.
They're doing the assignment.
Ice got some ice. Lemon peng.
Lemon peng.
So dapat ke? Nyam pun internet si stable nak.
You know whose internet is it? Is it us or is it her?
It could be her.
Okay.
Because teacher will be taking the assignment for Saturday.
Hello Tijot.
Ada? Apa anda?
Ha?
Ada?
Lebih ada yang buka kat testing bukan no. Dah lah present masa Saturday dah ada yang buka ya.
Hello Tijot.
Apa software itu?
Zoom aku pun nak kalam tak tahu.
Baru.
So that means
Baru kali.
you are
Ya. Tengok muka siapa tu?
ketua. Hai, good morning. Ketua.
Kevin sana.
Kevin tepi. Ada naik Kevin.
Coba.
Nampak?
Yes.
So now we are having our
So dah pandai muka lah.
Siapa yang buka?
Muzik pandai muka macam ni kan assignment. Dah pandai muka lah.
Jadi ini.
Ya Hafiz.
Sebenarnya bukan salah.
Aduh. Aduh.
Juna.
Sudah nantu.
Juna.
Juna juga kah? Juna juga kah?
Baru je aku nak menang Juna aku.
Aku termasuklah. Aku termasuklah.
Tu kami record tau. Jod.
Okay.
Kami record.
Baking.
Ya, kami record. Kita tunjuk video tu je. Kita kami akan share dalam video.
Yesterday.
Kami kena video.
Okay, boleh?
Jadi kita I mean YouTube ya, link ya. Kita buka pasal Office pasal pula.
Ruai semangkui dia.
Masa
Okay.
kita buka.
So the next part yang Khatijah
So kami ada video untuk
Sama PGT.
untuk yang first scene ya. Kami dua ada profesor daripada Copenhagen kelakar pasal Zoom.
Zoom tu.
Lepas video ada sikit video pula kami akan mula cara membuka Zoom apa semua, and then kami sambung video tu.
Okay, boleh?
Boleh ya. So muka kita ada, muka kamu ada. So nampaklah kita berkelakar.
Pandai ngaduk sejot baru pandai.
Yes. Harus. Pergi PGT tu. Ni PGT.
Mesti lulus setahun tu habis.
Mesti kami mesti lulus. Haruslah.
Mesti lulus.
That's why I said very clear, and then the light is only 3G.
Oh.
Oh,
So
dah
3G,
kasih tahu
3G. Lacau dia.
Oh, aku baru E.
Bagus.
Okay nak? Clear nak kamu orang suara?
Yes, clear.
Siapa ni pula cakap ha?
Tawang, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. Kevin?
Still healthy.
Kevin is still alive.
Disappear.
Makan. Mau udah pagi. Makan.
Wah, macam selamat pun.
Memang saya mana ni?
Oh ya kah?
Kami makan ini.
Apa ya? Cucu.
Apa ya? Tahu goreng.
So kita dua cousin dia tu.
Ini dah cakap pasal Simon dalam ini rekod video pak. The whole thing is recorded.
Jangan tu dihantar portion tu.
Oh, ya lah.
Tangan apa?
Portion.
Oh,
So just to show how the Zoom and in fact this area is not good with the good coverage, but we still managed to have a good connections, which is doable in the rural areas as what as me and Prof. Toban said last night.
ini sebangkol so.
Yang Semangkau Undok, that I'm introduce the software to him, and I said that the software is good in terms of even though the line is not 4G, it's only 3G, but the connection, the audio is good, something like that. And it makes things to have the virtual classes possible.
Siap ada guest lecturer, okay?
Imported from Denmark.
Sebenarnya dah ada laki lah.
Okay. Dah ambil rakam video dah tadi.
Do I practice?
Wow.
Where do I sit? Shall I look at the
Senang.
camera? Shall I look at you? Where to burn?
Ya, everything will be put and you will present it lah tomorrow.
Anda cakap kami akan mainkan terus esok hari.
Yalah.
Ada presentation lah.
Mesti ada. So just show everything done lah.
So dia record tu.
I'm recording it using this one, and later kami akan nyambung semua and compile and upload to YouTube.
Faham kau ya Tijot?
Faham.
Jangan molah dental appointment.
Apa?
Tetap ni tidak dengar aku lagi appointment.
Okay, semua kita nak
Yeah, so
Alright,
all the best for tomorrow. Bye bye. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Very good. The background.